every day I struck at money. Quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream and the green is the I'm a player on the late night tier. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, forever taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, forever taking that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over my hands down. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Madden Elites and the Madden Legends. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
By 20! By 20!
A give to Bell. And right away, he lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations. You can stop a big fullback like that. That's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Tony Gonzalez, always such a threat in the middle third of the field. 14 times he went to the Pro Bowl because of his ability to handle contact, traffic, and focus on the football. He may have been built like a wide receiver, but had plenty of strength to go ahead and take on those big hits.
Those 14 Pro Bowls, by the way, tied for the most all-time. Unbelievable mark. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Wow. I'll tell you, he got a good spot on that one. It's 4th and 2, and he might have gotten 2 and an inch, but that's all he needed, and that'll keep the drive moving.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And this will be a touchdown. Jerry Rice, 28 yards. And the Madden Legends have taken the early lead.
Jerry Rice in the end zone is a sight we are sure used to seeing. Not only does he have the most receiving touchdowns in NFL history, he was also the fastest to get to 100.
It took him, I think we've got it here, 120 games to get to 100. Just staggering.
A staggering number, but you have to remember with Jerry Rice, it wasn't just great hands. It wasn't speed. It was the collective, the work ethic to prepare, and the route running that was second to none.
Anderson now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
White 20!
The give is to Bell, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great. Felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On play action, it's Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Touchdown. Barry Sanders, 91 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Extra point. Getting him in for 6 points. Anderson now to kick this one away. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Now Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse. Calling, they're locked in really well.
Young with the give to Sanders. Oh, able to avoid him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
On second down, Young. And he's taken down inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that Right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, shifty! Whoa! A good pick up there at 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Young off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. Look at it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Steve Young with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Anderson on for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Anderson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. Up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Brady. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors. Two fantastic players.
Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
We got three down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Steve Young, and this is incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
On third down, it's Sanders. And now running right through it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll run for it here with Sanders. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Barry Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead.
A touchdown run for Barry Sanders. How about this, partner? 99 career rushing touchdowns and 10 more receiving in his NFL career.
And a stat you and I were looking over before the game, at one point he held 34 NCAA records, and in his 1988 Heisman Trophy campaign at Oklahoma State, he had 44 touchdowns in how many games?
12 games, and I'm not sure there was more excitement generated by a runner than Barry Sanders playing for Oklahoma State.
Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. Steve Young and his Madden Legends offense heading out for their next drive. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if, in fact, they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Yeah, not over yet, but looking good here in the second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Young now from the 50. Oh, fighting off the defender. There he goes again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Tim Brown, 97 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Anderson on for the extra point. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And quite a bit of razzle-dazzle and electricity on that return. It goes for 97 yards. So now the up. Return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Young to throw it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down, Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And now running right through it. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it second and goal. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. He's going to get it running right. Dances by him. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? To throw, Young. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness.
And he will have a touchdown. Kellen Winslow, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I know this is not an original thought, but there's no doubt in my mind that Kellen Winslow redefined the tight end position. First guy to me to really blend those lines between tight end and wide receiver. You had to account for him just like he was split out wide on every play.
Boy, did he do it well wherever he was lined up. He raked in 45 touchdowns in his career.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Anderson now to kick this one away. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing, Young. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And this will be a touchdown. Jerry Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember when he broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get the catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. Anderson on for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Out, go!
Now Brady on the bootleg. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Wait 20!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And this is a blowout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. White 20! White 20!
Brady now to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
White 20!
Brady now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. DeMarcus Ware coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
220! White 20!
To throw is Brady. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
White 20! White 20! Check! 4 down! 4 down! Yeah!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
White 20! White 20! Yeah!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Go!
Brady to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
220! 380!
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go. John Randall with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he's got a man. It's Kellen Winslow. And it's a touchdown. Kellen Winslow, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Anderson now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was tough.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Brady flexing his muscle at the 30. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, 40 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
It's like my old high school coach used to say, Charles. He said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And Young's going to throw it here. Oh, good move. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at...
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,